to Asia, to Oceania, we are the key to your personal success. We open the door to the world's best speakers, such as Anthony Robbins, Sir Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, and T. Harv Eker, to name a few. Praised by Donald Trump for being the world's best, we have over 500 events a year and access to the greatest thinkers, achievers, and motivators of our time. We guide you to the success that lies in every one of us.
But you will not discover your greatness in your comfort zone.
You have to have confidence in yourself.
We have never really truly reached our destination. There's always another level to strive for. Your best is yet to come. Success Resources, your learning partners.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to Friday. Now, Friday see more smile than any other day of the week. It is Thanksgiving, and in some part of the world, people are still celebrating. But today, if you are celebrating Thanksgiving, then I want to start by wishing you a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Now, some of you may be planning to go out drinking and celebrating, but remember to be safe, right? So there's this news that there's a new COVID variant that come around that is more powerful than the Delta variant. So please be safe. Now there's many development over the last 2 days, including the FUD that come out from India, and that's what we are going to update right here. Now we believe that Bitcoin is the best financial instrument for store of financial energy and the best tool for preserving financial wealth. Now, secret to success is to wake up early, work hard, and own Bitcoin. So welcome to Bitcoin Journey to 100,000. My name is Richard Tan from Success Resources. We are the world leading education provider every week, Monday, Wednesday, and today, Friday. We stream this live on Facebook and YouTube. So we're making videos on the incredible journey of Bitcoin to 100,000. If you are keen to follow us in this journey, make sure that you subscribe and smash the thumbs up button, and also forward this to your friend, and of course click the notification bell so that whenever we have a video, you're the first to know. Now I can't do this alone. I'm very delighted to bring my friend Dr. Clemen Chiang to the program. He's an authority on financial investing and a very well-known teacher to many thousands of students all over the world. Welcome, Dr. Clemen. Can't hear you, Dr. Clemen. Dr. Clemen, cannot hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want to say happy Thanksgiving Day, Richard, and thank God it's Friday. And always Friday is the session I look forward to the most together with you, so that over the next 2 days, we're going to have a very well-rested weekend and a big Thanksgiving Day blessing to all of you who are celebrating this important day together with us in the US, our friends in the US, as well here in Asia. Thank you so much for having me, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Now, we want to start with this news from India, right? So when China banned Bitcoin, it affected the Bitcoin price. And there's this expectation that possibly China can replace the void. India can replace the void of China. China is a big market. Based on the population, they are around similar, not very far apart. But there's this FUD that came out from India on Wednesday. It says that the Indian government now want to ban crypto. Now, earlier, we know that they say they won't go into that direction. Now, question to you is, Dr. Clemen, why the change? Earlier, they say they won't ban crypto, but now they say they want to ban crypto. So what's the reaction of this news to the market?
And that's a really great question, Richard. And before we dive into the world of cryptos, I really want to give our hearts out to our friends in Africa as well as in India. Right now, the latest news as of 3 hours ago, Worse than Delta, new COVID variant triggers alert in India. And that's just coming out 3 hours ago. And of course, this all started from Botswana with multiple mutations. This was 17 hours ago, and this has affected the futures market. The futures market right now is trading in the red. And that's the reason why, I'm also really scratching my head. What exactly are they thinking about? Because they are seesawing between their decisions. At one point in time, they want to accept it. At another point in time, they say they want to ban it. And while in the midst of this battle, hey, what? Hitting on their shores is the very complex variant right now that the whole world is really concerned about. So truly, what is at stake to all of our friends in India is this. We are hearing so many stories of villagers taking out their traditional gold jewelry to sell off just to make ends meet. They are running out of cash to pay for daily provisions. And that's the reason why, Bitcoin is going to be a major, major hedge for them. So this idea, I think from the political point of view, is that they are very, very worried about capital outflow through cryptocurrencies. And that's the reason why it led to heavy selling, and they create so many uncertainties. And all it really boils down to is just one word, Richard, one word between the government and the people. And this word, I call it trust. If you keep consistently changing your policy, you lose trust among your people, your electorate. And the governments are formed to serve the people. But the people are smart. They'll find ways to survive somehow. So, this is really kind of interesting, because Bitcoin Ether are rising, yet India's crypto ban may not be so bad. That's the reason why an executive from an Indian cryptocurrency exchange told media that there have been lots of positive vibes from the government. So that's kind of going around positive, negative, but I think what's at stake is the people's lives is at stake. And that's the reason why we kind of want to give a shout out to the government to seriously consider quickly put out the law to regulate cryptocurrency so that your people can really jump on the bandwagon and really hedge against this crazy inflation that's going on around throughout the world. But more importantly, a big fight against the multiple crazy variants of the Delta COVID-19 variant. And I think this one is a big shout out to India again. We are concerned for you, but at the same time, you know what? All that we can do right now is to rally together in the world of cryptocurrency for this movement. So, Richard, you asked a very, very important question. And more importantly, for our mission or our movement is to get more and more people to jump on the bandwagon. Because why? Governments across the world are failing the people, and the bank's interests are not sufficient to cover the rise of the inflationary rise of inflation, and things are getting more and more expensive. So this is really a test of the government's resolve to help the people. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Now, this is a program where we track the journey of Bitcoin to 100,000. Now, of course, it's not based on hot air. It's based on solid evidence and solid procedure and sound economic principle. Now, the sustainability of Bitcoin journey to 100,000 and beyond depend very much on adoption. It's not based on hot air or anything. Sound economic theory and practicability. Now, if more people and institutions adopt Bitcoin, the demand goes up, and inevitably the price of Bitcoin will go up. Now, major fund, there's a news that there's a major fund from Australia, pension fund for Australia, 66 billion pension fund for Australia, and many other countries are preparing to start investing in cryptocurrency. Now, this is one step in massive adoption coming from the market. Now, question to you, Dr. Clemen, is how does this support Bitcoin journey to 100,000?
Oh, yes, fascinating question you have asked, Richard, because we are really focused on just the simple, basic economic theory, the law of demand and supply. And I think we have to just keep bringing out this point and time again, and that is Bitcoin has a fixed supply of 21 million Bitcoins. That's it. supply is forever fixed. And by the way, we gone through the third halving event in 2020, and every 4 years there will be a Bitcoin halving event. And the way we go about calculating this is this. There'll be a fourth halving in 2024 and the fifth halving in 2028. By the time we hit the sixth halving in 2032, 99% of the available Bitcoin would have already been mined. We are close to 21 million by the time we hit 2032. So next year will be 2022. We are exactly counting down 10 years, hitting the fixed supply of 21 million Bitcoin. So that in regard, every governments of the world, they are always looking and planning ahead 50 years to the future. Now, I mean, Singapore is kind of a bit crazy. We are planning like 100 years to the future. We're not even thinking about 50, we're planning about 100 years. But average, what we call policy planning is about 50 years out. So if you are thinking about 50 years out, and you're asking yourself a very important question, what will be the world of 10 years from today? What kind of world we'll be living in? And that is the reason why even governments of Australia are stepping in right now with a 66 billion Australian pension fund ready to invest into cryptocurrency. And why is that so? Because number one, back to the fixed supply of 21 million Bitcoin, they know that through the law of demand and supply, by the time we hit 2032, 10 years from now, every coin will be snapped up already. And they have to plan 50 years to the future. When do they start? Right now. Starting with the law, starting with the pension funds, and they are really getting into it. So you can see they are not just talking about getting into it. They are talking about they are ready to deploy, redistributing some of its funds to the digital assets market and getting exposure to the rapidly developing industry. This is already a clear start. Now, they cannot say that they're going to go out there and snap out all the Bitcoin. That will cause a frenzy. Typically, they are very, very conservative in their statement. But the fact that they dare to mention looking forward to redistributing, this is mind-blowing already. So we are talking about Australia right here. And guess what? This is will make the Red Super first pension fund in Australia to invest in digital assets. And then, while the industry remains volatile, the fund will still move a small portion of the funds to it. Now, this is the part that everyone is really projecting out, starting from Michael Saylor to Cathie Wood, and their vision is very clear. And all the way, we are talking about every fund out there will have to allocate between 1 to 3% of their asset under management. Now, some of the funds will go aggressive. They may stretch out to 5% and stretch out to 10%. And that's the reason why already, like one of our guest speakers in Global Bitcoin Festival, and that's Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary, he started with 1%. And today his portfolio is already crossed 7% exposure to cryptocurrency. Did he do anything extraordinary? No. It's simply through the appreciation of the cryptos that he bought into. It went up, hit a 7% of his total portfolio. That's exactly what we are talking about right here, Mama. And that's over here. This is really, really huge coming from Australia. And then they even mentioned previously the Queensland Investment Corp was another large fund considering exposure to the cryptocurrency market. So all these are the latest development in the market, and we can go all through the world. These are the countries that are ready to speak publicly, but there are many, many more, Richard, that have already taken step into cryptocurrency, keeping a hush-hush, quiet mood so that they don't rock the boat. And this, over time, will all surface to the top. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Now we move from Australia to America. Morgan Stanley just reviews the SEC report to SEC that they are buying more into crypto through Grayscale BTC Trust, right? Can you tell us who is this guy? I mean, who is Morgan Stanley, and why is this so significant?
Wow, this is huge. And I'm just going to pull out the latest as of right now. And I'm really looking at the breaking news coming in from CNBC. All right. So here we go. Step one. We're going to look right here at the top. Dow futures plunged nearly 700 points amid fears of a new COVID variant found in South Africa. All right, so this is the big news here. Then I'm going to kind of start to move down right over here in this important article, why Gene Cramer is telling the world we are buying more Morgan Stanley shares on this dip. Now, there's a certain way that the TV anchors will kind of present their news. Of course, most of the time factually, but some of the time they will say certain things that will not unveil the real intent. So this is what we're going to do to kind of define the puzzle. All right. So this article came out on 19th of November last week when the stock price of Morgan Stanley took a dip. And Gene Cramer go out there and say, hey, we got to buy our shares of this company, Morgan Stanley. Now, this is a huge investment bank. And guess what? In a huge market like this, with a rising interest rate environment, all the banks will make obscene money. They just need the government to raise the interest rate. Every bank across the board, bam, will have like crazy cash bonuses coming in because they make money based on the rise of interest rates. So Gene Cramer says, let's get in for the queue to snap up the shares of Morgan Stanley. And then we come back here. Dun, 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 dun. Morgan Stanley, while at the same time waiting for the Fed chairman to raise interest rate, they have already taken a step a notch higher by increasing their Bitcoin exposure. Buy small Grayscale BTC Trust shares. Now, this is the beautiful part. Many of them don't actually go out there to buy the physical coin because they don't have the mandate. And they're going to have a lot of custodian issues. Who's going to hold a coin? Who's going to sign off the signature? All that. They don't want to do that. They simply go to the OTC market over the counter, buy up a simple Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares, and you and I, all of us, can buy the stock price. And thereby, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, what they'll do, they will take your money to buy the actual Bitcoin exposure. So here we go. This is like out of the filings at Securities Exchange Commission. And you know what? They have kind of increased the shares of their portfolio right now from 2 million increased to 3.6 million. And all these are talking about increase of exposure more and more into Bitcoin. And why is this so important? Because all these investment bankers, they have the pulse to the market. They already know what's to come. First of all, rising interest rates. That's coming for sure. Fed Powell already told everybody, we are going to raise the interest rate. Number two, while in a rising interest rate environment, guess what? More and more people will be hedging their money into Bitcoin. And who must take the first step? They already know about this data. They will go in and snap it up first. And this is exactly what we are learning from the best out there. Morgan Stanley is in our radar. All the big banks are in our radar. They're going to have one of the best performance for the next 2 years. And that's the reason why this step into Bitcoin is a very significant and important foray for them to make even more money. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Now, so it's very important for us as an ordinary investor to have this intelligence, right? So the big banks are coming in and then pushing the demand up. So we guys, if we are smart, we should capitalize on this information, and then, benefit, optimize this opportunity. Now, the most famous analyst for this crypto and Bitcoin is Plan B, right? So Plan B just yesterday revealed that the Bitcoin price were unlikely to close December above 98,000 because there's only a couple of days more. But Plan B remained confident that Bitcoin price is on track to head to 100,000 by the end of the year. Now, Plan B prediction so far has been most part accurate. It hit the mark in the month of August, September, and October. He has also been accurate in his bearish prediction, accurately calling the previous bear in the market, etc. Now, Dr. Clemen, what do you think of his latest comment?
So the latest comment is the show is not over yet until the fat lady sings. That's what I want to say. And we're going to take out a very important article in the year of 2017. You see, end of November, Richard, it's only going to happen on next Tuesday. We are still not over yet. And we still really do not know how this game will play out. And this article dated November 25th, the previous Thanksgiving in the year 2017. Guess what? The headline is telling the world, holy moly, Bitcoin Ether hit new records over Thanksgiving weekend. So officially starting from tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, we are hitting the Thanksgiving weekend. For the next 48 hours, we really do not know how this game will play out, all right? So I'm going to use this as the framework, to set up the framework of the thinking. Are we truly missing the mark? Nope. The answer is no, because we got until next Tuesday, which is the last day of November. Then officially next Wednesday is the 1st of December, all right? So I take out this article, and then I come back right here to this article about Plan B. And it says right here on November 25th, hey, Bitcoin unlikely to close November above 98,000, and Plan B reviews new trajectory. So let's come down over here and go through the salient point. You see, first of all, they backpedal on his 98,000 November closing price prediction. In fact, they are confident that Bitcoin is going to hit towards 100,000 by the end of the year. But this is really the first time whereby they're going to fall off the mark. But I still don't think so, because, Richard, I'm very positive. The next 4 days, anything could have happened. And if I take the benchmark set in 2017, the Thanksgiving weekend, I think the next 48 hours is going to make a major boost. So that's the reason why I want to focus on this particular paragraph here. He's, however, backpedaling on the prediction as the month is about coming to a close, and Bitcoin is nowhere near the predicted price. In a tweet today, he considered that the floor model with which he made the 98,000 call for the month since June will probably fall short of the mark. Let's see. I don't think so. I think he still has a chance until next Tuesday to fulfill the mark to break 100,000, right? So different models despite November's miss. So let's say in the event Plan B missed the mark on November, we are still concerned about the main subject matter, and that is, can we still be on track to hit 100,000 for Bitcoin by the end of 2021? So effectively, that leaves us with exactly 5 weeks from now, and kind of really excited. You can hear my chickens already making noise when I talk about Bitcoin hitting 100,000. So right over here, I'm really excited. On this whole article, it still remains true for the fact that Bitcoin officially is a $1 trillion market cap asset. And the moment it's a $1 trillion market cap asset, the traditional funds have to allocate their money inside here. And that's the reason why I see this period is a major buying opportunity. I come back to the charts right here. And, I will just do my same thing right here to remind everybody, what is the real vision? The real vision is we take the high of 67,500, drop by 10,000 back to 57,500, and then we create a buffer. The buffer is really important, and that the buffer starts from 57,500 to 55,000. As long as the candles are trading inside this buffer zone between 55,000 to 57,500, this is going to fulfill exactly what happened in the previous tier. And that was 52,500 dropping to 42,500. So we are still really excited about this part here, giving a final breakthrough, green candle appear, pop, it will straight away go up. So this remains to be seen, Richard. And when we meet back on Monday, we're going to know the answer once we pass through this Thanksgiving weekend. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Now, before we go to the next question, I just want to make an announcement that Dr. Clemen, myself, and Success Resources will never ask you to send crypto over social media. So even if you see any post, even in our Facebook or in our website or tweet or WhatsApp or any information that asks you to send crypto to us, please, 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 you know that they are impersonator. They are not us, and please look after your money and don't lose your money. So this is like a very important shout out announcement for you to know. Okay. Now the next thing.
Hang on, Richard. Let me add one point about what you just shared, because this is the oldest joke in the century. The joke goes like this. All right. Send us 1 Bitcoin and we'll send you 3 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And so many people fell for this trap. I mean, all my friends in blockchain and cryptos, we are always making this joke among ourselves. Hey, you send me 1 Bitcoin, I send you 10 Bitcoin. Come on, this is the oldest joke. But unfortunately, for many people who are very new into crypto space, they don't understand that as a joke. This is a black humor. And they literally go and send their Bitcoin to somebody else who is a scammer out there. And these guys are getting very sophisticated. That's the reason why I'm really disliking Facebook right now. They are spamming all across our Facebook pages because Richard and myself, Success Resources and Spiking, we are so actively speaking about Bitcoin, and we become the target of their scams, all right? So they use our picture, use our name. But like for my Facebook page, if you don't see a blue tick, you know that's impersonated by someone else. But please don't fall for the oldest joke in the last 200 years. Give me one thing and I give you 5 things. No, please, never happen. No such thing as a free lunch out there, and we will never ask you to send us anything. In fact, we are the one always giving away Bitcoins.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Clemen. Well, they become very sophisticated and also capitalize on the greed of many people. So don't fall into it, okay? Now, Dr. Clemen, in 2017, just like you say, Thanksgiving week was really, that week was quiet, basically no movement. And after Thanksgiving, things began to move up like crazy. So can we see something similar this year? Quite possibly really to pump up, you know. Can you help us by going through the 2017 kind of the chart and compare it with today to see at what point in time, you know, the pump is going to start?
Oh, yes, absolutely. You know, that's a great question, Richard. And I'm going to go through the Thanksgiving weekend. The actual dates are found here, right? So from this article, so step 1, we're going to look at this article right here, right? So it was dated 25th November on the year 2017. So we're going to go back there right now, 25th November. Here we go. So I'm going to kind of start moving. 25th November 2017. So just bear with me right here. 2017 is kind of right here, all right? 25th November 2017. All right? So that's found right there, 2017. And then I'm going to kind of make sure I take out my my calendar on my phone and see for myself. In fact, I can pull out an online calendar right here for everybody to see together. Online calendar, hang on a minute. 2017, all right? So here we go. All right? And I mean, just zoom this out. So 2017, November 25th, all right? So we nailed it. That is the Thanksgiving weekend right here on a Saturday. So we confirm, because what we're trying to establish is the next 48 hours. Today is Friday. Next 48 hours is Saturday, Sunday. So confirm back then, 2017, 25th is on a Saturday. Step 1, we done that. Step 2, we come back to the charts right here. I'm going to show you exactly which candle was that. Here we go. I'm going to blow this up right here. We're going to focus right on this candle here. This is the mama candle. Okay? That arrow that's pointing to it, that was exactly on 25th on a Saturday in the year 2017. And what we observe is that Before that, the whole week, it was like moving sideways. Kind of a really, really perfect, right? But how do we see the perfection? I'm going to teach you this trick. I'm going to just move over a little bit to get rid of the 25th. I want to see 24th. Oi. Aha. So right now we are exactly 24th. And what we want to learn is this whole movement here. Go up, go down. Then suddenly it will start to move sideways at this part here. Okay. So there will be about how many sideways movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days, Monday to Friday. And the next day, Saturday, bam! Sunday, bam! These are the 2 days of the Thanksgiving weekend. One more time. Bam! Bam! 2 days. Okay? We go through again right now for the year 2021, checking from Monday until today, Friday. And here we go. All right. So I'm going to do like the same method. So today we are Friday. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aha, I found it. And it is exactly located right here, mama. These are your Mondays to Friday. Total 5 candles. And we are asking ourselves, the moment touch tomorrow, weekend, are we going to see a mind-blowing kind of a green candle here? Followed by a mind-blowing kind of green candle here? That was what happened in the Thanksgiving weekend of the year 2017. And then we're going to back this up by the verification of an article right here from News BTC. Bitcoin, holy moly, this is like well written. Bitcoin Thanksgiving Day data reveals peak possible within 30 days. So they always count the peak from the day one. So right now, based on this article, the day one of the peak is Saturday of the Thanksgiving weekend. All right. So here we go. Let me zoom it up right here. And check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, they call it the final phase of the Bitcoin bull run. All right. Masses are celebrating the annual Thanksgiving holiday tradition. In the past, the holiday has acted as a catalyst for the final phase of the Bitcoin bull run. Now, psychologically, why does it happen? And everybody apply your common sense right now. Very simple. Now, for us in Asia, we don't kind of like celebrate Thanksgiving, but for Chinese in Asia, we have this big celebration called a Chinese reunion dinner night. The night before the actual celebration of the Lunar Chinese New Year. So what do we do on a lunar reunion night? We something kind of similar to the Western world called a Thanksgiving Day, right? All of our loved ones gathered together, cook up lots of nice dishes, and we eat over the dinner, we eat and drink. And what do we talk about? We're going to talk about Bitcoin nonstop. And this is what exactly Americans are doing. What's the most exciting topic you're going to talk about over the Thanksgiving feast, over the turkey? You're going to talk about Bitcoin. You're going to talk about digital currency because that's the most exciting things. Now, can you understand the logic behind it? Because so many new friends, new relatives, loved ones being exposed to the idea over the weekend, first thing they do what? Go and buy Bitcoin. And I'm going to apply the same logic. That's the reason why, I'm kind of trying to share this very important phrase called a fat lady sings. Let me make sure it ain't over till the fat lady sings. That's the statement I want to give everybody. Next Tuesday, finally, that is the last day of November. And I think we really got to give some credit to this article and really focus on the next 48 hours. I think this is a really, really great opportunity as highlighted by Richard. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Thank you for that. Now, in this, not only a Thanksgiving Day, so this coming Friday is also Black Friday, right? Black Friday, where everything's supposed to go cheap. But let me just share with you this opportunity that I found online. Now, because we are, investing in Bitcoin, so we use this chart called the
Trading View.
Trading View. We use this chart called this chart called trade. Hey, okay, since I'm here, do you know who is this? You know who is this?
Wow. Elon Musk and CZ?
Yeah, they are friends in school, you see. So,
wow.
Yeah, so they are friends in school, and one of them is the richest man in the world officially. The other is the richest man, also unofficially, CG from Binance. They are actually friends in school days. So, but this is not what I want to show you. What I want to show you is
you're going to show us your Bitcoin wallet.
no, I should show you that. So we all trade on we trade on a Trading View, right? So Trading View, you for proper use, you need to pay for it, right? You need to pay for it.
Yeah.
I actually pay about $180 for this. So, but today you guys can go and Google and find the Black Friday sales, 60% off plus 1 month free. So those of you who have no Trading View, you should go and get this now on Black Friday. Okay, so please go for that. And if you want to do that now, Dr. Clemen, I just want to ask you, Black Friday, everybody give things for cheap. Do you have any program that you can help all our viewers that is going for cheap one, for Black Friday? Can you share with us?
Oh, yes, absolutely. First, you shared about Trading View, and my advice is this: we don't really need to subscribe to Trading View because the best charts out there already given to us free on finance.yahoo.com. And you guys have been seeing, I've been switching between the charts of Binance as well as Yahoo Finance. All right. So number one, this is the chart coming out from Binance.com. I still use it very, very much because I really love the way they display the high price and the low price. And of course, I love the fact that you can switch between the candles, 1 minute, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, and so on. So this chart is given to us free. And of course, the chart right here from Yahoo Finance is also given to us free. But what is really of value is what I want to share with all of you about upcoming really crazy Black Friday sale event. All right. So this is really unique only in terms of the collaboration between Spiking and Success Resources. Panelists, please share with our audience about the special link. And here it is found. The Black Friday sale event. And I just spoke about it yesterday. It's like crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. How crazy this is because for the work that Spiking has done, unveiling the insiders of the world in the stock market. Right now, our team of engineers are right now working on the blockchain in the world of cryptocurrencies. We are so excited about this development. And we are right now going to announce to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, we are unveiling for the first time the crypto bundle. And what will happen to the crypto bundle is this. Traditionally, I've only taught one thing, just buy Bitcoin. But we realized that there's a big, big demand out there for traders who want to trade on a 1 day time frame, to a 1 month time frame, to a 1 quarter time frame. And you don't want to just trade on Bitcoin. You want to trade on exciting coins out there, Solana, Cardano, right? You want to trade on Polkadot. You want to trade on all these top 10 coins of the world. And I'm going to start a class called the Crypto Bundle class. Holy moly, right here, okay? And what will happen is this. For the success that we've done as Spiking, because we have 3 secret recipes. Secret recipe number 1, you must have proprietary data. And right now, my engineers are working on it. We are really, really excited. We know what is the data. It's exactly the same logic that we built our very own Spiking insider trading data for the stock market. In fact, for the blockchain, we already started the work and we're going to go out there and unveil to the world starting in January 2022. So number 1, you must have data. Number 2, you must have a proven methodology. So you guys who have been following us on the YouTube series, Richard and myself, we've done like more than 68 different videos. But more importantly, for my own journey, Every time you might be asking, hey, how the teacher is able to know which candle to look at? How come he knows exactly the price pattern? After that, the formation, the price prediction of Bitcoin will go up or go down? Let me tell you the secret. The secret boils down to a 4-letter word. I call it COIN. C-O-I-N. Now, C, we are looking at very specialized proprietary data called candle. I, we are looking at insiders of the world of blockchain. And that's really, really exciting. C, go to O first. I missed out O. O, we are looking at the owners of the blockchain. And every blockchain cryptos, they have the significant owners. We're going to have data of all of them. And I are the insiders who are actively trading on a particular coin. And finally, N is the part where we connect the data with the news. All right. So number one, we have proprietary data. Number two, we have a proprietary methodology whereby we can put the data to support our methodology. And number three is the one that's going to drive all of you crazy. We are community first as a company. Now, what do you mean by community first as a company? I want to show you guys something that's going to drive you like crazy. This is our private social network. There's this place where we put out our daily winning trades. And I've already challenged my community last night. All these are the daily winning trades that we make in the stocks and options market. But starting from the month of January 2022, I'm going to work with a close team, the first intake of students who are going to start the culture of posting daily trades on cryptocurrencies. I mean, these are like what we do every day because we're community first. You see all these crazy trades like 30% to 110% profit in less than 1 day. All these, every single day you come to my community, you're going to see all these mama trades right here. Starting of January, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see exactly all of these trades in cryptocurrency. That's the reason why we are having this very unique, exclusive Black Friday sale event. This will be the first time I'll be teaching you how to trade across a wide array of cryptocurrencies based on data, based on methodology, and based on a community-first winning approach. All right, so all this, you can see on the link. I think our panelists have put out on the link right here. Yes, correct. That's on the Zoom link as well as on the social media. Go and click on it, and then simply come and click on the Get the Crypto Bundle and subscribe right now. I want to just end off with a final message about this. My very first intake of the 6th and 7th January 2022 crypto class. This class is the most important class to me. You're going to work closely with me, and we're going to start a culture of posting daily profits on cryptocurrencies. And if you are a person with big abundance and you have big ambitions, you are very, very ambitious at heart. And number three, if you are very, very awesome, I invite you to join me, and we're going to start showing the world how to make daily profits in cryptocurrencies. So thank you for the shout out, Richard, and back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. I want to end the last question for you is this. Looks like really cheap sale, man, Dr. Clemen. So thank you for that generous offer on Black Friday. So last article is in my list that make it to my list is Cathie Wood optimism on Bitcoin moving forward. So this article says that despite the fact that Bitcoin dipped, she is still very, very optimistic. Can you explain her optimism, Dr. Clemen?
Oh, yes. This is really fascinating, Richard. You know, Cathie Wood, ARK Invest Cathie Wood ignores Bitcoin dip, reveals a long-term optimism. So here we go. We're going to kind of break it down. And she already listed some of the ideas that we've been speaking about in our last few videos. Number one, why? The word is about inflation. Because why? Cathie Wood expects Bitcoin to be useful for protecting against party risk in the long term. And this is what every money managers out there are really, really worried about. That's why in today's show, we share with you about one of the biggest pension fund in Australia jumping to Bitcoin. One of the biggest bank in the US, Morgan Stanley, jumping into Bitcoin. And that's the reason why they are so freaking afraid of inflation. And they need something to hedge against it. Not just to hedge against it, but possibly that asset they're going to use to hedge against inflation, if it's going to appreciate in value. They serve two very important purposes: protect their downside, at the same time, profit from the upside. This is what Bitcoin is offering. And then, you see, Cathie and a team of analysts are also looking at indicators. This is what spiking is doing as well. On-chain indicators were flashing green, the indicators flashing red. In fact, we are going to launch the very, very first indicator, the mother of all metrics, at our blockchain event, crypto class event in January. And that's called the mother of all metrics, net positive purchase for cryptocurrencies. And that's the kind of data that we need. All right. So data is very, very important. And of course, despite the current little dip right now, and the dip is really not a big dip, because I already told you guys the price range, 55,000 to 57,250. That is what is floating right now. Once you get out of the pink box, it will start to fly. Here we go. Right here in this paragraph. Let me just organize this really nicely for you. For Wood, who is all about investing in disruptive technology, Bitcoin remains an important asset class and a new monetary system that goes beyond being just an inflation hedge. The CEO has predicted that the economy may soon become deflationary as inflation is coming down if their data is right. This is why Bitcoin goes beyond just being an inflation hedge. According to her, Bitcoin continues to play an important role in protecting against counterparty risk, as well as protecting from confiscation when inflation concerns become a thing of the past. Wow! So many key points you highlighted here. Longer term is important, and an asset protect against counterparty risk in the case of a 08-09 type of meltdown, like the financial crisis in 2008. It's also a very important asset class to protect against confiscation of wealth other than inflation. And this is something like I'm working on today. Like, I own so many premium domain names in the world. And right now we have to buy domain name that is really decentralized, because most of the domain names fall under ICANN, ICANN. But right now we are looking at domain names that is built upon on top of the layer of blockchain, and no governments in the world can take this away from us. So this is the reason why she's highlighting all these key points and telling everybody, hey, this is the way to go. And if you don't buy right now, you're going to miss probably the last Thanksgiving weekend window. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. So here you are, this Friday, Thanksgiving Friday, journey of Bitcoin to 100,000. So secret to success is to wake up early in the morning, work hard, and invest in Bitcoin. So this is Richard, Success Resources, and together with Dr. Clemen, we wish you wealth, health, and happiness in your life. Stay safe and enjoy your weekend. Thank you.